This poem is part of a longer sequence that I've been working on for, I dread to say, about 20 years. It's a group of poems that is based on the black soldiers during World War I who were under French command because the United States Army was segregated and didn't know what to do with these men who wanted to fight for the war to end all wars. And each of the poems is, the title is simply the battlefield, the division that they came from, and the soldier's first name. I'll read you one. La Chapelle, 92nd Division, Ted. This lonely, beautiful word means church, and it is quiet here. The stone walls curve like slow water. When we arrived, the people were already gone, green shutters latched and stoops swept clean. A cow lowed through the village, pushing into our gloves her huge and sodden jaw. It's Sunday, and I'm standing on the bitter ridge of France overlooking the war. La guerre is asleep. This morning early on patrol, we slipped down through the mist and scent of burning wood chips. Somewhere someone was warm, into Moyen-Moutier, cluster of flushed brick and a little river braiding its dark hair. Back home in Louisiana, the earth is red, but it suckles you until you can sing yourself groan. Here, even the wind has edges. Drizzle splintered around us. We stood on the arched bridge and thought for a moment of the dead we had left behind in the valley, in the terrible noise. But I'm not sad. On the way back through the twigs, I glimpsed in a broken window box by the roadside mums, stunned lavenders and pinks dusted with soot. I am a little like them, heavy-headed, rough curls open to the rain. Thank you. I like to read the most recent poem that I've been writing, sparked by the legend, or the story, I should say, of Salome, which many of us, and among us, was thinking that I think I was fed on too many bad biblical movies. There's Salome dancing the dance of the seven veils lasciviously in order to get the head of John the Baptist. And yet, when you look at the Gospels, they simply say that it was her mother, in fact, Herodias, who was angry at John the Baptist. And when Salome finished dancing, she went to her mother and asked her mother, "What should I ask for?" And it was the mother who said, "The head of John the Baptist." This poem is in parts, and each part is spoken by a different person, but there's a title, so you'll be able to figure it out, I think. The Seven Veils of Salome. Salome awaits her entrance. I was standing in the doorway when he reproached her, not with words, but a simple absence of attention. She was smiling, holding out a slip of meat, skewered fruit, some delicacy he'd surely never seen in all his dust-blown, flea-plagued wanderings, and he stared at it for the longest while, as if the offer came from it and not those tapered fingers, my mother's famous smile. He said nothing, merely turned away his large and beautifully arrogant head. Herodias in the doorway. More than anything, I ache to see her so girlish. She steps languidly into their midst as if onto a pooled expanse of grass, or as if she were herself the meadow, unruffled green ringed with lilies instead of these red-rimmed eyes, this wasteland soaked in smoke and pleasure. Ignorant, she moves as if inventing time, and the musicians scurry to deliver a carpet of flutes under her flawless heel. Herod, watching. I should have avoided this, loving her mother as I do, to the length and breadth of my kingdom, even to the chilly depths of history's wrath. But it was my birthday. I was bent upon happiness and love. I loved Herodias, my Herodias, who sends her honeyed daughter into the feast. The first veil fell, and all my celebrated years dissolved in bitter rapture. O Herodias, you have outdone us all. The fool at Herod's feet. Just a girl, slim-hipped, 2 knots for breasts, sheathed potential caught before the inevitable overbloom and rot. Life's revenge if death eludes us, all any of us men want, really. Just a girl. Otherwise, who can fathom it? How is it to be fathomed? At his behest, her mother's, it matters little. She was dispatched into the circle of elders, and there she rivets the world's desire. Salome dancing. I have a head on my shoulders, but no one sees it. No one reckons with a calculated wrist or pouting underlip. I've navigated this court's attentions, and I will prove I can be crueler than government. I will delegate what nature's given me, this body, this anguish, oiled curves and perfumed apertures. I will dance until they've all lost their heads. The nobles slobbering over their golden goblets, the old king sweating on his throne, my mother in the doorway rigid with regret, the jester who watches us all and laughs. Oh, mother, what else is a girl to do? Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to end with such a sad note, so I will do this little poem. It's my husband and I have taken up ballroom dancing, but this is about ballroom dancing. Foxtrot Fridays. Thank the stars there's a day each week to tuck in the grief, lift your pearls and stride, brush, stride, quick, quick, with a heel ball toe. Smooth as Nat King Cole's slow satin smile, easy as taking one day at a time, one man and one woman, rib to rib, with no heartbreak in sight. Just the sweep of paradise and the space of a song to count all the wonders in it. Thank you.